Well, Merry Podmas, everybody. Welcome back. This is week 3 of our 4 weeks of Podmas.
It's amazing.
How are you doing? Happy Podmas.
Thank you. Happy Podmas to you.
Thank
you. In a beautiful way, you surprised me with the Podmas, but it's changed my life. I'm just incredible.
Are you not going to address what I'm wearing?
I can't look directly at you. I'm a little troubled.
This is what Christmas spirit looks like embodied.
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, we were just joking. It's beautiful. Let's just go with it, right?
Yeah.
Everything goes in Christmas spirit. That looks awesome.
Thank you.
Nice tree jacket.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel?
I'm trying to spread Christmas cheer.
It's working.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
This is going to go viral.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to have a conversation with you, though, if I keep the hood up, so I might have to put the hood down.
Well, reach up there while they're watching. The ones that are watching,
the star.
We have to explain what's happening. If they're listening, Josh has this zip-up hoodie that is a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas tree.
And the hood, where the ears are, kind of flares out to, be like the branches. And the star in his head is laying a little flat. So if you're watching, you can see that, because I think this thing's I've seen some years. Josh started wearing this when you were 10?
Probably.
Yeah, let's just go with it.
He is the vine and we are the branches. This is just
spiritualize.
This
it.
is
Good.
the Christmas season version.
It's
of
all
that.
about Jesus.
Yeah.
That looks
However,
good.
even though I'm going to put the hood down, I can exchange that Christmas experience for you with a hot cocoa that I got for you.
Oh, is that for me?
This is for you.
Oh, I'm a sucker for drinks and hot cocoa. Ooh, it's warm too.
Because today.
Thank you.
So, here's the thing. I got it earlier and I just reheated it in the microwave.
That's good. Wow.
I just want to be honest. So today on week 3 of Podmas, we're going to talk about tradition. We're going to talk about Christmas tradition and everything that's involved with family, Christian tradition, secular traditions, whatever. But what I want to start with, since we've got our fire, we're, the hot cocoa, we're cozy. I just want to talk about what are your favorite family Christmas traditions that you guys did, and what's one that maybe you wish you could do now or could have done?
Wow. Favorite one, I'm going to sound so spiritual. You'll love this.
Lead us, Pastor.
Christmas Eve, we would open gifts just at Sandy and I and the girls, our 2 daughters, exchange, because we would always on Christmas Day go be with the extended family. So on Christmas Eve, we'd have a cozy dinner, some sort of soup, and then we would exchange gifts. I'd read the Christmas story out of Luke 2, and then we'd exchange gifts one at a time. So that is my most favorite.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
What kind of soup?
Boy, here's you get me in trouble now. Ouch. Because I felt like, boy, what was it? Was it clam chowder? Because Sandy's going to watch this, and I'm going to be in big trouble.
Soup? Was it every year the same soup?
I believe it was.
Okay.
Listen, Josh, you're doing me wrong right now. Sandy's, because I've probably eaten it for 20 years and I can't remember.
And here we go. Follow-up question. Okay. Is a chowder a soup?
Oh, there's a huge question. I think a good clam chowder, pig chowder, is a meal if it's done right. There you go. That could be the hot chocolate talking, but I believe that.
Could be. I could be on board with that.
Yes. So, but yeah, my girls love a good soup night, and being the only guy in the house, it was never a meal. They thought, so what if I did that whole soup thing? I do.
Bread with the soup?
Then I'd go nuts on the bread.
Nuts on the bread. Okay, see, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because I'm not so much a soup guy unless it's like a stew where it's really hearty. But then if it's just a soup, you got to have bread.
Yeah, that'd make it a meal, most of the bread. But yes, stew. Sandy loves stew. So Sandy, look at Josh loves stew.
So maybe some kind of chowder. Sorry, Sandy.
Yeah.
A Luke 2 reading, a gift exchange, and then seeing extended family on Christmas Day.
Yep, that was kind of our thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
With us being out here now for almost 10 years, we've adapted our own traditions because we've been away from family. So we do a few different things Christmas morning, but the one that I guess I'm in contrast not going to sound super spiritual.
Oh, good. Well, you can't with that thing.
I know. I got to hold it down. So we do Christmas morning with hockey rules.
Whoa.
And being, a fan of hockey,
Yes.
I thought you'd appreciate this.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to predict where this is going. Okay.
Okay, so you've met my children. There's no lacking of zest and energy and zeal for the moment.
You love that.
And they can turn what took many hours to prepare into a 30-second Tasmanian devil kind of experience.
And it's beautiful.
And we gotta just help them take a deep breath. So we do 3 periods
Okay.
of gift exchange with breakfast, because it's important
Good.
that we eat, and then with just time to take a break and go play for a while.
Okay.
So
This is Christmas Day.
this is
right?
Christmas Day. This
Gotcha,
is Christmas
gotcha.
morning. So we're a Christmas morning present opening crew, and we kind of divide it up. We typically do like cinnamon rolls for breakfast in first intermission.
Yum, okay.
Okay. And then one of my personal favorite aspects of hockey rules is the inclusion of the penalty box.
Ooh.
So if there is a foul committed of various types on a Christmas morning, there are minors and majors served in the penalty box
Okay.
of sitting aside. And this is all in fun and games, obviously.
Yeah.
So they think it's funny and are mad in the moment for the 2-minute minor, but then they come back and hang out. But something we did when they were really young is we came up with what we call the shapes game, is what the kids call it.
Okay.
And I grew up in a house where Christmas was like to the nines extravagant every year, and that's how extended family did it too. With my dad's mom is kind of where some of that started. So we're trying to kind of find our footing in that. Doesn't have to be the most extravagant thing, but we wanted to add some fun memory to that and like family time amongst just pure present opening, right?
Okay.
So we created the shapes game when the kids were really little, and basically what happens is we have a glass door in our kitchen, and we draw a bunch of shapes on there, and there's shapes on all of the presents as well, so they have to choose a shape and then go find it, and we don't always make those locations easy to find, so there's a little bit of a journey that happens.
I love this. Who thought of that?
Courtney and I.
Okay, that's good. And you made it up in a sense, and that wasn't a tradition of either of yours?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the hockey thing, you might be able to write a parenting book around this whole thing.
I don't know how people will feel about the penalty box, but for us, it works.
Does Courtney ask to get sent to the penalty box? Please, 10-minute misconduct, put me in.
Exactly. Yeah, 10-minute major. I'll go upstairs.
I'll go sit and relax and take a nap.
No, it's been a lot of fun. And
I love that.
Yeah, something that
I
they
had
look forward
2
to.
girls, so very docile,
Mhm.
right? So, ours was not that.
Mhm.
So, but I love it. Yeah, how cool. Good. I love tradition.
Mhm.
Absolutely love it. Just everything that comes out of whatever a family's tradition is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Most of ours have come from circumstances, right? Like we moved here when when Judah was 3, Eden was 2, and Noah wasn't born yet. So we just kind of made up stuff. Whereas, if we were home, it could have just been a thing where grandparents come over and you have a meal and all those different things. But one of the unique things for us that I know you guys would get is Christmas Eve. I'm never there.
Right.
Right. I'm always at church every Christmas Eve. And so Courtney created with the kids what they call Nugmas.
Nugmas.
And so they get the like giant catering nugget tray from Chick-fil-A and have a big nugget party for dinner, and usually like watch a Christmas movie or something on Christmas Eve until they come to the service and find Dad.
Ooh, I like that.
So
That's good. Yeah, as a captain, are cool. It'd be fun to watch as your kids grow and establish their own homes. Watching them take these things on, because those are very unique, and that's a good thing. I love it. Good job.
Yeah. What's one that you would add now, or could add now, or wish you could go back and add?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, because like you said, you're always busy on Christmas Eve and exhausted. So it's just a tough combination.
I know.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know what I would add. We, same as you, are always busy, and we weren't near family, so it was always just us. So I wonder. So would I add to it? I don't know, because I don't know what it's like.
Sure.
What would it be like to have a fair amount of family around? Because I hear about people doing that, and and there's a little envy sometimes. Their grandparents are there, uncles and aunts and cousins and all this stuff. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what that would be. So would I change? I'd like to experience it, because again, anytime something's different, it's going to change. So that intimate thing that we talked about, and which we grew to love, would not have existed. But maybe what we would have gotten with lots of family and stuff would have been amazing. So anyway, I would love to try that. If I would add that in there and say, what's this feel like compared to what we did do?
Sure. Yeah, so. That's cool. We didn't grow up doing like not that I can remember, I don't know. Maybe we did and I don't remember. But I don't remember doing like a Christmas Day, like a really important dinner or something like that. So that's been a new thing for us since being here. A couple of families at the church and our family get together who don't have other families in the area.
That's cool.
And we do holidays together. And so we've started doing a Christmas dinner each year, which is really cool, and an aspect of Christmas Day that I didn't have growing up that I really love for the kids. And so what I would do differently potentially is, as I've been thinking about Christmas, we're going to dig into some other Christmas traditions and things like that, but as I've been just thinking about them more and reading more about them, how much a feast was a part of so many moments in followers of the way, in the early church, and for thousands of years in Jewish history. It's this gathering of community around the table. And so I've enjoyed that. I wonder what that could grow into even on a grander scale. I've always, and not that there needs to be another event, but my experience with Christmas and church is a candlelight service. Beautiful, right? I've never done like a community Christmas meal where we get together and celebrate in some way like that. This is the closest to it, and it's been really special.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, like you said, so much. Our heritage as followers of Jesus is Jewish practices, and so much that is around feast and festivities and those types of things, where the community would come together. So it would be interesting to watch a church be intentional with that. Again, followers of Christ, bringing that back. We do it on smaller scales, as we're both kind of talking about, but in a grander scale, that'd be interesting. I actually think it's something that could be very helpful. So my wheels are turning, like, that'd be cool.
That's fun. I don't know. We started doing, however many years ago now, the upper room meal. And that one is more of a service. So it doesn't, not suggesting everything needs to be a service, but there is something really special about that I've missed in just talking about traditions and what we celebrate is just being together and having good food. I just remind me of this, because you just sparked something, in our upper room that we do. We, because that's where the Passover meal took place. Seder in the Jewish tradition of observing that. One thing I think we may have missed, as you're talking right now, is of precedent to community and given community space
and that is part of the worship.
Mm-hmm.
So versus, okay, we got to program the service.
Sure.
And I'm just thinking about sometimes in these meals, and even that one in particular, maybe we over-program. And for it to say, no, community is actually, and I'll use this word, I'll use it in a different way, but a sacrament.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's this way that we connect with God and one another, and it's, in that line a bit. So anyway, it's good. Yeah. And I think holidays or that. So I'm going to ask, can I ask you a question? Is that legal?
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever done it before.
Yeah,
but
here we go. Well, I'm just thinking, so the Holy Spirit just spoke to me. Like, there's probably people listening out here that are lonely. You just mentioned your family, and that's so cool to hear, just so you know. I talked about ours, and I mentioned other things. What did you do? You come to a new land, Northwest, from Indiana, the promised land. How do you make these holidays meaningful? And I'm asking for advice. I've heard these things, and so we could easily say, oh, do that. But how would you form it in advice to someone who says, we're looking at our holidays here, and it looks lonely?
Good question. I mean, a big thing is we're just provided for by the Lord, and He brought people and brought friends, and I don't think that's a unique experience to us. Obviously can't prescribe outcomes for people, but I think that community is something that the Father desires for His people. So that, that's something we asked for. We don't want to just be out here alone. We want people to do life with. But I think as well, even when it comes to something like Christmas, we tried to focus on creating meaningful experiences and moments as a family, not just stuff. Especially being young and young parents with young kids, we kind of had a blank slate of what we got to create. And so we tried to curate things around our kids' personalities.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the hockey thing, that's great.
Yeah, and things they would like, and not everything that we've tried has been a good thing, but the things that stick, you come back to them because they find a place of nostalgia there, and home, and family, and peace, and so yeah, it's a great question. I think. I think a great example of what that looks like is a family at our church, the Smiths. When they got here, didn't know anybody, but they wouldn't be denied community. Yeah. They just jumped in, started serving, started trying to get into groups. And so I think it's okay to do that. And I understand that there's not everyone has that personality that wants to push and jump in, but I think that's one of the things that the church provides for people that isn't always something we ask for. Is I feel lonely. Is there a group I can talk to or be a part of, or I'm new out here that could show me around or whatever. I don't know.
Press into it. I like it. And good examples of the Smiths and other military families know how to just, and I use this phrase when I mention them and talking about getting connected here at North Shore, because I watch the military families they won't be denied.
Yeah.
They press in, and they find community. And so they keep hunting until they find it. So another thing on traditions, is, yours are well thought out. Ours are very simple. And tradition is just something that you do repeatedly that, thinking of Christmas, is where there's an anticipation and expectation of it, because it's when you repeat it that the depth that it can be starts surfacing, right? And sometimes they're simple things.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd invite families because they could be overwhelmed because they got pressure. You ever hear of Elf on the Shelf?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't around when I was young. That's commitment.
Yep.
Wow. So, I mean, there's a lot of expectations and stuff. So, that could be a great tradition too. I don't know what you do with it when the kids get older. So we're not even talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's a lot going on, but just finding these repeatable things that speak into who your family is.
Yeah.
And they can come to expect it so you can enjoy it your family way, whatever that is. So, I mean, I guess I'd give some advice to start slow, but traditions are really, really important. They're kind of what you hang your emotional hat on, your sentimental hat on, when you look over the holidays of the past and anticipating what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have tradition, add it. Doesn't have to be big and profound because the relationship will take it to the depth. So just encourage families out there to, traditions are very, very important and they're beautiful.
Yeah, and I think there's an interesting bit of I would think this is American culture probably, where the younger family, so the husband and wife and kids, they're going to set out on their own, so to speak, and create culture. But I would encourage the grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles to continue tradition that they've experienced and share that.
Yeah.
A lot of times we just, if we don't have that, just try to figure it out. But in some ways hunger for what is meaningful, what are things that have stood the test of time and have been true for our family or loved ones or people we trust.
Yeah, well, and I love what you said. And what are our values, right? That I almost think that's where you start with.
Yeah.
Who are we? And what do we want to make sure gets time stamped into our family, and, faith, relationships, fun, enjoying experiences. I mean, I love, for your guys, this creativity, ours, Christmas was so busy on the front end because of the church life and the back end because the absence of church life. And so we had to carve this space where, what was really important to us, because in Sandy, I didn't have it very much. When we were kids, is the Jesus piece. So we really had to land there. And so it's just always something we're very, very fond of. Very simple. Like I said, it wasn't hard to do our tradition, but it was very meaningful to all of us. And the girls still talk about it today. And, times that we'd go do things with family early or something like that, they would, long for that. So, hey, are we going to still do that, Dad?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
That's cool. One of the things we do as kind of a last thought on traditions for us is we don't particularly do the sit down sweet moment super duper well all the time. We have high energy crew. One of the things we've done is we do an Advent calendar, and we just kind of adapted this over the last couple of years, especially as they've started getting older. There's a front side. It's just little pieces of paper we put in the pockets, and on the front side, it's some kind of attribute of who God is.
Oh yeah, cool.
Towards them. And on the back side is some kind of activity or small gift or something we're doing as a family or whatever, but it's always in relationship to what that attribute is. So it's a little bit of a grounding to some of the fun things we get to do as a family are all because of who he is and what he's done, and we get to model that for you guys. And that's been a fun way for them in bite-sized moments to engage with deeper thinking and kind of participate in that, which has been cool.
Yeah, it's discipling your kids as we're called to do. So I love it. I want to do that. Can I come over? Adopt Sandy
Definitely.
and I. We'll come over and
definitely. Yep.
love it.
We'll make some hot cocoa for you.
Man, this is good. Where'd you get this from? Can we say that?
I got it downstairs. Connections Coffee.
Tell them this is really good. Connections Coffee.
That's a 5-star review, I think.
That's Michelin what? Does that fit? Hot chocolate?
I don't know. It's a Michelin star hot chocolate.
I'm getting closer with this thing. I still hear that thing all the time now. It's the craziest thing in the world.
That's
Never
so
heard it.
funny.
Didn't know what it was until you taught me Michelin rating. And
That's so funny, dude. Well, I'm excited for our final week of Podmas, week 4. Happy Podmas. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Excited. Happy Podmas.